It's Tuesday and it's freaking cold. Get that done, hopefully pick up another shopping quick. And it's supposed to take, what's the total time? 41 minutes. Gonna be honest, I was a little worried. And this is, I get to the house, private property, beware of dog. I mean, there are 3 or 4 beware of dog signs everywhere.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Tuesday and it's freaking cold. Sunday, when I sparked, it was 85 degrees. Yesterday, I took the day off and it snowed. and today it's cold. I think, like I mentioned before in many videos, always in March, winter has one last hurrah, so to speak, and I think this is it. It's going to get back to be warmer temperatures above freezing starting Wednesday, I think. So, yeah, so I'm in my heavy jacket. Don't want to be comfortable. I already got my order. I went ahead and took the first one, even though it's didn't really like it, but just over $15.79 for 8.9 miles to customer, but they're very small items to see here. No heavy items. One person wants 3 items, actually 5, and the other one wants 14 double shopping. So my strategy is hopefully that get that done, hopefully pick up another shopping quick. And it's supposed to take, what's the total time? 41 minutes shopping and delivery. So I'm hoping to get another shopping to pick up after that. So, I try to start the trip, get the thing. It's too early, pickup time. I think what has happened, and I think I mentioned this before, another driver asked me, we had here at this store, drivers, it could be more than one, started to go into Walmart early, like 20 minutes early, and start shopping. And so by the time they're finished through all that stuff and they're getting ready to check out, the checkout lines are ready to go, and they can make their delivery and they can hurry up and come back and get another order. I think that's store managers didn't like that because, you got basically truly unauthorized personnel inside the store. So I think they did this software change that you cannot get to and start the app for you to start scanning and stuff like that until 6 o'clock. So I think that's what it is. So let's go to Walmart, wait till it lets us start the app and then do some shopping, and hopefully we can get another one after that. So see you in a little bit. Well, just finished dropping off that shopping. Wasn't too bad. The customer I just dropped off, they wanted 2 24-pack of Sam's Colas, 2 8-packs of Pepsis, and milk. The first customer wanted 4 huge mega-sized cereal boxes, 2 half-gallon milks, 3 full-gallon milks, assorted of chocolate pretzels, and a pizza cutter. Strange combination. But that first customer, with all the milk and the cereal, is a repeat Walmart Spark customer. So not too bad. And as I just finished dropping off the second order, I picked up another small order. Let's see here. I got $19 for 7.6 miles. One customer, very few items, take about 27 minutes. So not too bad, not too bad. So the gamble of taking that, small shopping, I picked up another small shopping. So second shopping of the morning. So let's head to Walmart and do some shopping. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that little shopping and to a repeat location. It is the assisted living in Cook Springs. I've been here many times. In fact, saw the lady again who I usually DoorDash delivery for. I told her I don't do DoorDash in the morning. I do Spark and I do DoorDash in the afternoon. And asked her, the last time I was here as a DoorDasher, and when she was still here, somebody had ran through the fence right next to the employee of the month parking spot. I told her, was it the employee of the month? She said no. Well, they still haven't fixed it. I asked her about that. She said, yeah, you gotta go through all the red tape with corporate, so yeah. So, my second shopping of the morning. Not too bad, not too bad. So, I'm gonna head back, about to go into the sun. So, let's head back to see, maybe by some miracle we get another shopping. So, see you in a little bit. Welcome back. It's time to do some door dashing. Let's go ahead and start the app. It's still freaking cold. All right. So, yeah, it's nice and bright and sunny, but it's it's in the 30s. We hit that snow yesterday. Yeah, by Wednesday though, or tomorrow or Thursday, should be a lot warmer. So hopefully it'll stay a lot warmer from then on. So anyway, let's hit the base, which is Cracker Barrel. See if we can pick up an order. So see you in a little bit. Well, it didn't take long to lower my acceptance rate again. Very first offer, Subway, over $5 for over 12 miles. So now I'm at 81% AR. But right after that, I picked up a small Zaxby, which is a over $5 for 3 miles. So I took that one. So on to Zaxby's and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Just dropped off that Zaxby's to a business I've never been to before. I drove by it many times. This business is next to the business that I always DoorDash to early in the morning, breakfast, sometimes lunch. The one I keep complaining about the PIN number issue.
Turn right up to Ed Gardner Drive.
So that it's right across the street from that business. So this is of course I've drove by it many times, but it's the first time I've delivered to there. So fortunately, the customer's instruction says leave it front door, but she requires a PIN number. So I don't know if that's an automatic thing, or like somebody mentioned before that sometimes it says something that DoorDash does if they've had a problem either with a customer or for delivery. There was a complaint, so they require now a PIN number. That's what somebody else said. So anyway, just as I finished dropping that off, picked up a Cracker Barrel order. Let's see here what the details are. Yeah, almost 12, no, just over $11, $11.40 for 7.3 miles. So, but it's a double customer drop off. I was here first, butthole. So it's a stacked order, Cracker Barrel. So let's head to Cracker Barrel and then to the customers. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that second order to the local independent coffee shop, and I picked up a Sonic order, $12 for 12 miles. People say, well, that's not, you're underwater. Well, no. You gotta remember, in my zone, all the restaurants are all located in one location, a 2 mile stretch of road I call the Gauntlet. So I'm constantly going out and coming back. Doesn't matter, you know, whether I've got to come back to pick up another order. So that's why, you know, this is not a typical zone like you see.
This light and take your next left into
So,
the parking lot.
So it's not your typical DoorDash zone. Everything is in one location, and it's super rural out here. And my zone is 100 square miles, and all the restaurants are in this 2 mile stretch of road. So, well, here at Sonic, let's go pick it up and then deliver to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I finally delivered it at Sonic. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I don't know what it is. I'm at the right place because the customer came out and met me. I actually missed this place because it's, you know, his driveway was kind of hidden. I saw him come out, so I immediately turned around. But gosh darn, this is I tried to, I'm out of zone, but the app says I'm not there. So wait a minute. It took me right to this place. There's the customer, and then it says, you know, I'm not in the right place to drop off. So I had to go and select, no, I'm in the right place, you know. And I took the picture of him holding the food. So, so anyway, so let's head on back into town. The good thing about it, the road I'm on now will connect to the road that turns into the Gauntlet. So we're going to be running the Gauntlet. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, the Gauntlet almost won. I was pulling into the Cracker Barrel parking lot when I got a Wingstop order, $7 for 3 miles. So let's head over to Wingstop and pick up that order and then the customer. See you in a little bit.
Fries and fried corn.
Well, I just dropped off that Wingstop order here at the local hospital to a part of the hospital I've never been to before, the ICU, the intensive care unit. It's on the second floor, just like all the other places, but it's on the other hall. So, but it was easy to get to, you know, follow the signs. So, now, looking for the hot zones. Looks like I'm going back to Cracker Barrel as a base of operation. Yeah, it was, there was a little lull there, but, you know, the Gauntlet didn't win. So, but I have a feeling things are going to be going kind of slow down. It's already 1 o'clock. Been dashing just over 2 hours. Take a screenshot. Well, I'm taking that. $15, 15 miles. It's a Wendy's order. Yeah, if it's even, I'll take it. People said, "Oh, you're losing money." Like I said, all restaurants in my zone are within a 2-mile stretch. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I go 2 miles, 5 miles, 15 miles. I've got to come back. So I'm trying to at least get $1 a mile. More than that, I prefer. Heck, it'd be a dream, if it's double. But usually the double ones I see are usually within, like 3 miles and $7, that type of thing. But, $15, can't sneeze at that. So, so let's go to Wendy's, pick up the order, and then deliver to the customer. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Wendy's order. Gonna be honest, I was a little worried. And it says, I get to the house, private property, beware of dog. I mean, there are 3 or 4 beware of dog signs everywhere. So it says to the door, and there was a door, and right in the door it says beware of dog. So, so I'm out here in Raglan. Been out here a couple times with Spark. Take that back. In fact, it was a Wendy's order. I did a DoorDash to the Raglan water treatment plant, but it was on the other side on the Pell City side. If you know Raglan, there's the big cement plant, So I delivered that before you get to the cement plant. But here I've gone past the cement plant, but I'm about to head back, get back on Main Street, and then make immediately right and pass the cement plant again. So, heading back into town. I am, of course, out of zone. So, let's head back. I got an hour and a half left before I decide to end the dash and see if we get another order. So, see you in a little bit. Well, things have definitely slowed down. Since that Wendy's order, I've been back at base for at least 20 minutes. And I got a small little Wingstop order, like $5 for 2 miles. So let's head to Wingstop and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Oh, thank you. Well, I just dropped off that Wingstop to the car tag place. In fact, I saw my previous customer. It was to a different lady. I waved at her and she waved back, and it's the same lady that redid my tags the other day. So, well, as I was in there, I picked up a Little Caesars order. Let's see, what are the numbers here? Yeah, $14 for 12 miles. So, it's getting towards. I got 45 minutes left. This might be my last dash. It's whatever the app is taking me the long way around.
Go past 3rd Avenue North and turn right onto 15th Street North.
So anyway, on to Little Caesars and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that Little Caesars. I didn't think I was in the right place. App told me to go right to it, and but the instructions said go up the driveway, which it did, but I didn't see the mailbox. But there was 2 mailboxes, but you can't see their number because the other box is blocking it. You think you put the number on the front. But the picture, they had a picture of the door, and then when I drove up all the way to the top, I saw the red door, and sure enough, it matched. There was other red doors. It looks like there's like several people. They have a smaller house right next to it, but it's like a garage with a loft over it. I think maybe somebody's renting that, but very nice house. So anyhow, think that's going to be it for me. It's 2:45, 15 minutes left. I'm out of zone, so I'm going to end the dash here, and then I'm going to head on home. And then when I get there, I give a summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally home. It was an interesting day. Had a couple of shoppings this morning on Spark. Also DoorDash. It was I was going bang 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 bang, but then it just kind of died. I did refuse one order. We'll go over that here in a second. So let's go ahead and go over what the Spark did this morning. So did two shoppings. So the confirmed earnings is exactly $33, and unconfirmed tips is $1.79. So over $30 for this for Spark this morning. So now let's go over for DoorDash. Now let's take a look here. So for DoorDash, I made $70.87. I did 8 deliveries out of 7 offers, because one of them was a double order. But I did refuse one order. So here's completed deliveries 8, and total dash time is 3 hours and 50 minutes. So I kind of ended early. Now, the one thing that I did not take, let me bring it up. It was very early. Let's see here. It was obvious I was going to take. Here it is. It was the Subway. $5.38 for 12.5 miles. I didn't take that one. I took everything else. But here's the weird part. My AR went down by 1 point because I declined it. But of the 8, so I did 8 out of 9, I never regained a point. So I did like 6 in a row after that and didn't gain a point. So I don't know what the deal is, yeah, so they also got a new, here, I'll show you. They now have a new screen. So it's all laid out. Instead of having to scroll up and down, you see everything in one screen. So my acceptance rates is 81. Completion rate is 100. On-time rating, that's the surprise thing. I thought I was late on one item. Was 100%. So yeah, I was on time for everything. Quality rate 100%. 5-star customer, and I've done 112 orders the past 30 days. It gives me 3 points. So, yeah. So I lost an overall point, so I'm down to 95 points. I started with 96 this morning, now I'm down to 95. So, anyhow, so yeah, that's the how it turned out today. With the $70 with Dash and the 33, so I made over $100 today. So that's a good sign. Yeah, it was bitter cold this morning. I was in a heavy jacket, but time DoorDash afternoon came along and it got too warm in the car. And I'm just briefly out in the open, going in to a restaurant and then come back in the car and then going to the customer. So I took my jacket off. So yeah, it's gonna be sure is different than was the snow yesterday and then 27 this morning in Spark. So yeah, but it's going to warm up tomorrow a little bit more. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed coming with me today. If you enjoyed the video, I urge you to say like. If you enjoy what I'm doing with the channel, I urge you to subscribe to the channel, and also at the same time subscribe to the membership club. There you get access to the weekly recap where I just talk over the week, and then I go into details, the money I made, the mileage I drove, the expenses that I count, and I go over those numbers. Then I also give a little brief, some new insights about what's happening in my world. So anyhow, yeah, check out the links to the equipment that I use and the clothing that I wear, if any of that interests you. And so that's going to be it for me today. Tomorrow we Spark all day, and then we do the same thing. Then we do Spark and Dash Thursday and Friday, take Saturday off, and then we Spark all day Sunday. So, all right, well, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will talk to you later. Bye.